HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this best of edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's best of edition of HCAM News, we'll look back at the first several months of 2025 to some great memories that took place in Hopkinton. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a look back at the first several months of 2025. 12 Hopkinton Hiller athletes who will compete at the collegiate level were recently recognized in the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center.
I'm Tyler Walkowitz, going to Westminster College in Pennsylvania.
My name's Cooper Goodman. I'm going to Rivier University in New Hampshire.
All right. We'll start over here. What made you want to go to Rivier?
I really like the campus and the coach. He took me out on a tour, and I just loved everything about it.
To me, I really like Pittsburgh and the area around it, so I was really just calling my name from the start.
All right, and what are you going to be studying over there?
I'm studying business and management.
Pre-med.
All right, and can you talk about what it's been like to play lacrosse in the Siller program?
It's been awesome. I really like the connection I made with my teammates and my coaches, and it's been a really good 4 years so far.
I agree with Coop. I mean, nothing more I could ask for. It's been a great time. Made a lot of friendships over the years.
All right, what's your goal for this season?
Have a great time. Have fun playing the last year in high school.
Hopefully to make it to playoffs and see if we can go on a run.
Ashley?
Yes. Ashley Calorie. Do I keep getting in the way?
No, you're good. I'm in your way.
Come over, just hold it right there. There, perfect.
My name is Holly Paharic. I'm going to Boston College to play softball.
I'm Ashley Calorie. I'm going to Union College for softball.
All right. Ashley, what made you pick Union?
It was such a beautiful school, and I figured out a way where I could do theater and softball, so I could pursue a bunch of different things that I enjoy. The people were very welcoming, too, when I went, and I kind of fell in love with the school when I toured. So.
And Holly, what made you pick BC?
Probably just like the overall culture of the school and the program, and I mean, I loved all the girls on the team as well.
Terrific. And what are you going to be studying over there?
Sociology.
Excellent.
I'm not too sure yet, but maybe something in political science or biology, so still up in the air.
Excellent. What was it like playing in the Siller program in high school?
It was awesome. I met a lot of talented girls on the team, gathered a lot of skills. I had a great experience at Hiller softball.
Yeah, like I would say the same thing, and really just like furthered who I am as a player and gave me the opportunity to figure that out, which is a special thing on the field.
All right. What are your goals for the rest of this season?
We got a big goal to win the TVL, but on top of that, we'd like to make it pretty far in the playoffs. Yeah.
Anything to add?
Really just echoing what she said, play well together, win as much as we can, have fun.
I'm Chris Wheeler. I'm going to Norwich University to play baseball.
Excellent. What made you choose Norwich?
I really like the environment up there, and I got to meet the team and stay over with them, and I really love the guys up there. It seemed like a really cool group. and I'm really excited to hang out with them, spend the year with them.
And what are you going to be studying over there?
I'm going into biology, but I'm looking at pre-med and pre-medical field. So.
And what's it been like playing in the Siller program?
Oh man, I love our team and I love our coaches, our whole program. They've really just taught me so much. I feel like I'm always learning something with them and always pushing me to get better and improve and work for the team. I really love it.
And what are your goals for the rest of this season?
This season we kind of off to a rocky start, but we're getting our groove. So hopefully we can come back and put up a title this year for the state. But we got a lot of work to do, and as a team, as a player myself, I want to get better, work harder, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm Fotini Gronzos. I'm committed for women's soccer at Clark University.
All right, and what made you choose Clark?
I loved the environment and just like everything. I loved Coach Bree and I loved everybody that I met at the school, and I thought the academics were great, so I thought it would be a perfect fit for me.
All right, and do you know what you're going to be studying over there?
I'm pretty sure I'll be studying psychology, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
All right, and what was it like playing in this Hiller program?
What's that?
What was it like playing for the Hillers in high school?
It was great. I had a great experience. I loved playing with all my friends who were my teammates, and also two of my cousins and my sister too at one point. It was great.
Smile. Yep. And then all or nothing, okay?
I'm Logan Sullivan. I'm going to Colby College. I'm going to do track and field.
I'm Josie Hopkins. I'm going to Colby College, and I'm doing track and field.
And what made you choose Colby?
It's a really nice community and a really small team with a lot of nice people.
I was excited to have an opportunity to go to a school that, I may not have been able to get into without athletics. So.
Terrific. And you guys excited you're going to be on the same team in college?
That'll be super fun to have a familiar face around.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, and what are you going to be studying over there?
I'm going to be majoring in biology.
I'll be doing economics.
Terrific. And what was it like competing with the Hillers program in high school?
Oh, I love competing with the Hillers. I had a great time throughout all 4 years.
Yeah, you can ask for a better team or better coaches.
All right, thanks a lot and best of luck.
I'm Bridget Kavanaugh. I'm going to the Catholic University of America in D.C., and I'm committed for cross country and track and field.
All right, what made you choose Catholic University?
The first time I went to D.C., I absolutely loved it, and I knew I wanted to be close to a city and also be part of a team where I could also be a nursing major.
Hiller program all throughout high school.
It's such a great team. I always say the people that I'm with are more like my family than just my teammates, and we're around each other all the time, whether it's outside of practice or during practice. So it's just been an amazing experience to have not only friends, family, but also people that have pushed me so hard.
All right, and any goals for the rest of the spring season?
I would say hopefully for the girls team to win the TVL championship.
And Christine, I'm not sharing him.
My name's Adriana, and I'm going to the College of the Holy Cross, and I'm going to be playing volleyball.
Excellent. What made you choose Holy Cross?
I chose Holy Cross because of the great coaching, new coach, so very nice team and beautiful campus. Love the campus.
Terrific. And what are you going to be studying over there?
I want to study either bio or business.
Excellent. And what was it like competing with this Hiller program throughout high school?
So fun, probably one of my favorite parts of high school. I had a lot of fun playing against different teams, so met a lot of great people and was a great part of my high school experience.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Big smiles.
My name is Owen Silva. I'm going to Emmanuel College for soccer.
All right, what made you choose
I chose Emmanuel because of its great location, academics, and the coach.
Terrific. And what are you going to be studying over there?
Sports management and finance.
Excellent. And what was it like competing in this Hiller program?
It was a great experience, a lot of fun moments, and had a great time.
Any goalies? Yeah.
I'm a slave to symmetry.
We have one more up this way.
My name's Lila Mado. I'm going to Skidmore College, and I'm playing lacrosse.
All right. And what made you choose Skidmore?
I love the community there, and I love the campus so much. It just felt right at home.
Terrific. And what are you going to be studying there?
I'm going to be studying biology and on a pre-vet track.
All right. And what's it been like competing in this Hiller program?
It's been amazing. I love Coach Remley and Coach Riley. I think they're really awesome, and I love all my teammates. It's been very fun, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Terrific. And any goals for this season?
To get 200 saves. I already made 100 saves this season. Maybe we can make it 200. So, yeah.
We are going to take a quick time out on this edition of HCAM News. A whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
We're backstage at HCAM.
We're all set up and ready to go.
Here at the beautiful Hopkinton Country Club at Elmwood School. What are we doing today?
Playoff softball, round of 32.
The Elmwood School International Night. Hiller's girls golf team.
Fire and EMS related topics.
And we're going to be filming the last match of the season.
Should be a good game.
Keep an eye out for that.
The Hopkinton High School Arts Program recently hosted the annual opening night ceremony for the Honors Art Display. HCAM News was on the scene to talk with some of the very talented student artists who had some of their wonderful work on display.
So I have 5 pieces at the Honors Art exhibition this year. One is titled Threat. It is a self-portrait, all colored in blue. I have 2 cat pictures, both like are kind of astronaut cats floating in like clouds. I have paper bag compositions, so they're just 3x3 still lives of some paper bags, just as a study. And then I have a hand drawing of 2 hands with the title True Lust.
Terrific. And how long have you been doing art for?
Since I was really young, maybe around like 12 or 11 years old. So I've been doing art for a long time.
Very nice. And what are some of your focuses in art?
I really love doing digital art. And I should expand my art mediums that I've been doing. I want to get into sewing, but I've been doing a lot of digital art this year and in years prior.
Terrific. And how does it feel to be on display here at the Honors exhibit?
It feels awesome. It's really validating knowing that my art is important and looks good to other people. So I'm very proud of my work being on display here today.
So I'm a part of the class AP Art. I'm the one junior in the class, which is a very exciting opportunity. My work is all based on my inquiry, which is about mythology, specifically how to show a narrative of a character through art.
Excellent. How long have you been doing artwork for?
So I've been doing art for probably as long as I can remember. I think the one time that I can specifically remember, I think I was 4 replicating cartoons on, like, that I saw on the TV on a piece of paper.
Excellent. And what are some of the art classes that you specialize in? Or some of the,
So I really enjoy painting. I'm very proficient in drawing, especially figure drawing and acrylic, oil painting, and charcoal drawing.
All right. And do you have a favorite piece here today?
So my favorite piece has to be Probably Lady of the Underground, because I spent a long time working on it, and it's a charcoal drawing, which is very difficult medium to work with, especially to get right, and I'm very proud of it.
Excellent, and must feel good to be on display here today.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's my first experience like this, so it's very exciting.
So I have a few different pieces. One of the ones that I have, it actually got a Scholastic Gold Key recently. It's called Rodi. It's a Greek word. It means pomegranate, and it's a comic strip, and it's inspired by my grandma in Greece teaching me how to cut open a pomegranate properly, and just like the care and like thought and time that has to go into it. And I thought it was like a really beautiful message and metaphor, so I made a comic about it. That's one of my favorites there.
Very nice. How long have you been doing art for?
I've been doing art since I was really little. I think I've been like more serious about it the last 2 years. I'm considering going to art school next year, but undecided.
All right. What are some of the types of art you specialize in?
I do a lot of watercolor. I work with pen and ink sometimes too, and embroidery, but watercolor is like my main thing.
It must be pretty cool to be on display here at the Honors Exhibit.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, I have some of the comics on displayed. The comics with the alligator character and the comic with the graffiti guy. A lot of my artwork is inspired by like animation and comic books, just everything that has like storytelling in it, because I also really like writing. So I try to incorporate writing into my art as well, and also like creating characters. So I basically just try to create these short stories and try to like convey the messages that I want to bring forth to the world.
Excellent. How long have you been doing art for?
I've been doing art since 2020, since the COVID pandemic, and obviously I had a bunch of free time then because I was out of school, so I picked up drawing as a hobby, and ever since it's become a passion of mine.
All right. What are some of the types of art that you specialize in?
I actually do a lot of different things, mainly digital, but also like charcoal, ink and pen, some marker, and I also want to try dabbling more into spray paint because I'm very interested in graffiti art, which you can see in my comic.
Excellent. It must be pretty cool to have your display at the Honors Exhibit.
Yeah, it really is. I feel very honored to actually have my art be presented in like a semi-professional manner. It's like a really great opportunity, especially when it's something that, you know, I want to pursue like further in college and in my career.
I have 3 pieces in the show. They're all paintings, and they kind of are based around like a palette. I choose a color palette, and then around that color palette, I choose a scene that I think matches the colors that I've chosen. So it's kind of just to express like a mood through the paintings.
Excellent. How long have you been doing art for?
I've been doing art for maybe like 12-ish years. I kind of always been an artistic person.
Terrific. What are some of the kinds of art you specialize in?
I specialize in definitely oil paintings and pencil sketches.
Excellent. And it must be pretty cool to have your work on display here at the Honors Exhibit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have a lot of stuff I've made this year. I have one in front of an ocean during a hurricane, and it's called Live Updates, because there's a reporter standing there trying to report on the hurricane as it's going on. There's one called Photo Shoot. There's a photo shoot happening. That one, I took it from a picture I took while I was at a summer camp, and we were doing self-portraits, but we did a photo shoot beforehand, and that was fun. Yeah.
Awesome. How long have you been doing art for?
I mean, as long as I can remember. Yeah, I always like to draw.
Excellent.
Stuff like that.
What are some of the kinds of art that you specialize in?
I like to paint. I like drawing with like markers and pen, and I want to try doing more like charcoal.
Terrific. And do you have a favorite piece here today?
Probably the one called Building the Set. It's in the middle, and it has a bunch of people in it, like moving stuff around, and it was fun to do that like perspective.
All right. It must be pretty cool to be on display here at the honors exhibit.
Yeah, it is. It really is, yeah.
So I have 5 pieces, one of which is a series, and then the other 4 are individual pieces. Most of them are self-portraits and acrylic paintings because that's what I'm focusing on for AP Art. A lot of them speak about culture and how culture has influenced me as a person. So yeah.
Terrific. And how long have you been doing artwork for?
Oh, gee, that's a tough question. I started drawing probably like seriously or like as a hobby when I was like 5, and then started taking classes from like middle school to now. So
Excellent. What are some of the kinds of art you specialize in?
I do acrylic paintings, but I also do digital art. It's something I work a lot on. Sometimes I'll draw for other people, so I do commissions as well, which is really fun to do. Yeah.
And you have a favorite piece here on display?
I want to say my favorite piece is Lungs of White. It is a piece about the health conditions I struggle with, having sickle cell. So it's a piece to, showcase that.
And it must be pretty cool to be on display here at the honors exhibit.
Yeah, it is. I'm really grateful to be able to have my art on display.
I think I have 9 pieces up. I got a lot up. They're mostly acrylic paintings.
So how long have you been doing artwork for?
Basically my whole life. Since I was really little, I started painting.
Do you have a favorite piece that you have here on display?
I really like my cowboy boots.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, you saw that one? That one's fun.
Let's see. What kind of art do you specialize in?
My comfort zone is definitely acrylic painting, but I like to try and branch out a little bit, especially this year since I'm in AP. So I've been trying to use different materials like wash, and then my latest piece I used clay and tinfoil to make some 3D aspects to make it more interesting.
Excellent. And it must be pretty cool having your work on display here at the honors exhibit.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool.
As usual, there's a really diverse showing of different voices and different ideas, which is always exciting to see. I'm thinking of some of the things that were really unexpected for me as a teacher this year. For about all of my students, I will say, seeing things about them, having them communicate things about their lives and the things that they're thinking about that I had no idea about through their work has been really exciting and surprising. And one person that's coming to mind is Pascaline, whose work is very much about culture. And I was just saying to her family, I think Pascaline sees culture very much as her cultural heritage, as the American part of her life and the Ghanaian part of her life, and the 2 different tribes that brought her family together. But it's also, I see the influence of the culture that she consumes on her daily life, the food that she eats at home, and the comic books that she consumes, and how that influences the way she sees the world, which is really cool. Another artist that I'm thinking of is Reese Hunter, who is a more soft-spoken person, and so it's been really exciting for me to see the things that she's thinking about. She's a really beautiful illustrator, and her work has very much been about growth and decay this year, and how in order for something to grow, there's a life cycle. The growth can't happen without the decay. So it's been beautiful to see her explore that in a more sensitive way. Yeah.
And it just seems like every year there's just such unique pieces and so different from year to year.
It's cool. I think it's really cool because I think the way that the course works, so most of the students are either in advanced placement art and design, or they're in a portfolio class that runs concurrently. So they are encouraged to explore art making from a place of inquiry or curiosity, that they have an idea or something that they want to learn more about, and they're exploring that idea through the act of art making and considering what materials and processes are going to be the best way for them to explore those ideas. So inherently, some interesting stuff comes up, and everybody's got their own way of working with materials, so you see different artists' hands in it, and lots of just different ideas about the things that they're passionate about and curious about.
And I'd imagine it means quite a bit to the students to have their artwork on display in such a professional setting as the HCA.
I hope so. Sometimes you don't know how they feel about it really until they're here, and then you can see how excited they are. But I know that I think are used to seeing work and thinking, wow, a lot goes into that, and then having the opportunity to prepare their work and decide what work that they want to put forth for the community to see, inviting the community in to see it, and then, communicating that there's an event happening with people and hosting it, I think has been a big deal.
We talked with a couple spectators about their thoughts of this year's honors exhibit.
I thought it was really, really impressive. There were so many different types of artwork, and a lot of them just stood out to me a lot. They were really good.
I really liked Rotting in Time by Reese Hunter. I think the 3D aspect really pulled it together with the felt and how the mushroom represents the decomposition as
Yeah, some of my favorites were Networking and Game Night by Ella Nye. They were just really good color schemes, and the overall artwork was just really impressive by her.
They weren't the strongest team, but it's okay because, we always just play our best tennis, and we were able to finish fairly quickly, which was nice. The weather held up too, which is also a big plus. Yeah.
Yeah, it's important to build good habits early on in the tournament, and we kind of identified some of the mistakes we made, so we'll hit the courts again tomorrow to fix them before the next round.
Yeah, to reiterate what Risha was saying, we are spotting some of the mistakes, and we're just going to work on them to make sure we're ready for the next tougher matches that we'll have later down the tournament.
All right, so you guys have had an incredible season, undefeated, TVO Large champions. How's that all?
Help out, donate some blood. It's the annual Hopkinton Fire Department Blood Drive. That is July 17th, 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Hopkinton Senior Center. You can check out our website, hcam.tv, for more details or scan the barcode on your screen. Upcoming town government meetings include on July 7th, we'll have the Planning Board meeting live at 7 p.m., and on July 9th, we'll have the Board of Appeals meeting live at 7 p.m. For more information about town government meetings, you can head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. And to see what meetings are coming up on HCAM, head over to hcam.tv/gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, we'll be back next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.